Hey guys, it's Taiyeler and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe and turn your post notifications so that you know whenever I upload. Today I'm going to be finally sharing my thoughts on this fragrance. This is one of Maison Margiela's newest replica fragrances called Afternoon Delight, and I feel like a lot of the discourse that I have been hearing on social media and seeing about this fragrance is that you either love it or you hate it. There's really no in between, but I feel like after using this for the past few weeks and really getting to test it out daily, I finally have a good thought process of overall thoughts of what I think this fragrance is, what it has to offer, longevity, performance, projection, all of that wrapped into one. So let's just jump right on into this video so I can share all of those thoughts. Before we really get into what I actually think about the fragrance, I do want to share some specifics on this fragrance. So like I said, it's called Afternoon Delight and it does come in 3 different sizes. The first size that it comes in is a 0.34 ounce or a 10 ml, which is just a standard travel size little bottle that retails for $35. And then from there, the next size up is a 1 ounce or a 30 ml bottle that retails for $85. And then the largest size that they have, which is 3.4 ounces or 100 ml, which is actually this bottle that I have right here. This retails for $165 and it can all be found at Sephora, which I do highly recommend going in and giving it a sniff if you have not tried it out already or tested it and you are interested in purchasing it. As far as scent profile and like fragrance family goes, it's supposed to be a warm and sweet, kind of spicy, gourmand scented fragrance. That's really what it has been marketed as on social media a lot. I really can never say that word, marketed. Anyways y'all know what I'm talking about. I was actually planning on going into Sephora to give this fragrance a sniff and decide on if I wanted to purchase it, but then they reached out and actually decided to send me this in PR, which I was so happy and so excited about. So I have been using it for the last few weeks pretty much daily so that I can really give a comprehensive review on this fragrance. If you were on the fence, if you have not tried it out yet, if you have seen all these different reviews of back and forth, yes and no's, mixed emotions, because y'all, I was really on the fence about it myself when I initially sprayed it and smelled it. As far as notes goes, in this fragrance, it's supposed to have Madagascar vanilla, meadowline accord, and sandalwood in here. And the vibe and like scene of this fragrance, it's supposed to kind of like evoke your sweetest memories, transport you to like a Parisian cafe that's filled with like warm, sweet, gourmand bakery filled pastries, and that's what you smell, and the entire vibe and scene that's set around this scent. Getting into my actual first impressions on this fragrance, even though I was really excited to try it because it does have that vanilla note in there, and that was, like I said, a prominent marketing point that I saw all across social media, I was a little bit weary because it does still have sandalwood in it, and me personally, I don't really care for a lot of sandalwood notes, a lot of musky notes. I'm a vanilla bakery sweet type of girl and not a musky woody type of girl. So when I saw that note and I was like, oh, I don't really know how I'm going to feel, but nonetheless I was still excited to try it because I'm a vanilla girly down. So one thing I am going to do is give a vanilla fragrance a chance. You cannot tell me not to try out a vanilla scent because I will try it out all day, every single day. If I love it, great. If I don't, great as well, right? Aside from that, some of the pre-expectations that I also had of this scent was I was truly expecting it to be a very sweet vanilla forward gourmand because, again, y'all, all of the marketing was really getting me. I really felt like I was duped. I really felt like I was duped because that is what it was. And once I smelled it, that is not what I got. Now that we're heading into fall, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be one of the perfect scents that I can use for fall. It's going to be sweet, gourmand, vanilla, very bakery-esque, and take me into that fall season. And while I will say, yes, it kind of does do that, it also does not as well. So let me explain. Once I actually sprayed this on myself to get that first whiff, y'all, I said, absolutely not. Okay, I did not like the smell at all. It was very musky and woody forward focused, and that is just not what I was expecting. So I was very off put by this fragrance, and I just was really assuming, or I had that notion that, yeah, this is not going to be a fragrance that I really like at all. It's just going to sit on my shelf. I'll probably donate it or give it away to somebody who likes it more than I do. I was really expecting to not like it, But dry down, y'all, the dry down was something different. Once I actually let it fully dry down on my skin and on my clothes and I gave it another whiff, I will say, y'all, it got a lot sweeter. Not a whole lot sweeter, but much more sweeter than it did on the initial spray and opening of the fragrance. I could definitely smell that vanilla peeking through, and I honestly feel like combined with the vanilla, the madeleine accord sweetness with the sandalwood, it kind of really balances it all out and gives you more so like a smooth, creamy, almost decadent type of fragrance. At least in my opinion, that's what I really think, and that is really honestly what made me continue to try it out and test it out over the next few weeks, because I was like, okay, let me actually give this fragrance a chance, because now I'm smelling the sweetness, now I'm smelling the vanilla. We were actually getting somewhere with this. Now, y'all, as far as like the vibe and the scene goes for this fragrance, I wrote down what I really envisioned of it because I wanted to make sure I did not leave out really any detail at all. But when I do smell this fragrance, it really transports me to like a cool, cozy, fall breezy evening when, you know, the leaves have changed colors outside and they have fallen onto the ground. Your house is decorated with those orange and brown fall decor tones. You have your pumpkins everywhere, pumpkin spice. You have even a pumpkin spice candle going, or even something that's scented with like cinnamon, vanilla, super warm, super gourmand, super cozy, and just true fall at its peak is what I get when I smell this fragrance. Like I said, even though this isn't really a vanilla forward focused fragrance, that undertone of vanilla still makes it sweet enough to where I honestly think of this as kind of like a grown and sexy, mature vanilla type of scent. This is really perfect for wearing on a date night out, especially in the fall time against the cooler weather and the cooler months. And I really kind of compare this as the gourmand bakery sugary sweet vanilla's older big sister that has grown up. You know, she has her own place, she has her own car, she has a boyfriend, she has her life together. That is what this vanilla gives me the vibe of. Also, don't really think this is a blind buy safe fragrance, especially if you were like me and you were expecting it to smell very kind of sugary sweet vanilla. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I do highly recommend you going into Sephora and giving it a sniff before, you know, you commit to buying it, or even buying the travel size fragrance before committing to the 1 ounce or the 3.4 ounce, just in case you do not like it. As far as the longevity goes, I actually didn't know this was an EDT until I looked it up on the Sephora website. This is actually an EDT, it's not an EDP, but longevity wise, I feel like this lasts literally all day on me. I wore it last night to bed, woke up this morning, could still smell it as if I first sprayed it on myself. Y'all, when I tell you this fragrance lasts all day on me, I am not kidding. I had sprayed this on myself the very first time that I wore it actually out when I was running errands. I sprayed it on myself around like 12:30, 1 o'clock. By the time the nighttime came and I was about ready to take a shower at around 8 or 9 p.m., it was still on me, on my clothes. I could still smell it. It smelled wonderful and delectable. Is that a word? It was still on my skin and I could still smell it, or at least on my clothes. I will say, if you do spray it on your skin, it does tend to wear down after a while and become more so of a skin scent, and you really cannot smell it outside of a scent bubble. But spray it onto your clothes, this lasts and it clings to the clothes all day long. I've been seeing other people say though that it doesn't really last on them at all. I saw one comment on TikTok where this lady said it smelled like pencil shavings on her, and I said, oh my goodness, that is awful, because it just smells really nice and really beautiful on me. It leans more spicy, woody vanilla on me, but I do have some scent pairings and combos that I've been using recently that I'm going to share with y'all, that I've been using to kind of sweeten it up and bring out that vanilla scent more on days where I don't want to smell like a spicy vanilla, like cinnamon vanilla spice, and more so like a vanilla cupcake is what I want to smell like. Those are the scent pairings, or these are the scent pairings that I have been using with it. Okay, so this is one of the first combos that I have been wearing with this fragrance. This is from the Ultra X Paul Reacts collab. This is That Girl Viral Vanilla. Absolutely love this vanilla. This has easily become one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, and one of my favorite vanilla fragrances I have tried thus far. Y'all, I'm pretty much almost out. I definitely need to get me a new bottle, but this is more of a sweet marshmallow, creamy, like lactonic type of vanilla scent. So pairing it with this kind of gives me like a sweeter type of vanilla rather than that woody muskiness. It just pairs together so beautifully, smells so wonderful. I get so many compliments, especially when I wear just this fragrance alone. So paired together with this one, it gives the most beautiful scent pairing. Also been wearing it a lot with Burberry Goddess. This is the original version, y'all. As you can see, I am almost done this fragrance, so I need to get another one of this one soon. But even wearing it together with the Viral Vanilla, this is honestly one of the pairs that I wear the most as far as vanillas go. But pairing it together with this, again, gives me such a sweet and beautiful fragrance scent. These smell absolutely phenomenal together, and even if you don't like this one, I would highly recommend pairing these two together if you own both of them, or even if you don't, girl, go pick them up. This is like vanilla sweetness, goodness wrapped into one. Now when I was toying around in my collection and pulling out some other vanilla fragrances that I wanted to sniff and test out with Afternoon Delight, I did pull out this one. This is Cali's Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. I feel like these two would pair really well together because the booziness of this and the spiciness of this mixed together just gives you like a perfect fall fragrance in my opinion. So this is definitely a combo that I would be testing out once it gets a lot cooler. It has been cooler recently, but not super cold or cool enough where I would be comfortable wearing this, because I just feel like since this is super boozy leaning forward, it's too heavy at least to wear until it's like super cold outside. Okay, getting into a few body mists that also pair really nicely with that. They're all from Bath & Body Works. This one is Cozy Vanilla Bourbon, which they did just bring back for the fall time. This is Viva Vanilla, which is also just restocked from the Everyday Luxuries collection. And then we have Fresh Vanilla Blossoms. This came out last year along with the Cozy Vanilla Bourbon in this, you know, collection line of fragrances or body mists. But this as well is such a nice, sweet, soft, girly, feminine vanilla body mist. I absolutely love wearing this, especially at night. It smells just so nice and not, I don't want to say floral, but it just gives me the vibe that I'm in like a flower field. Right, getting into a little bit of lotions that also pair really well with the scent. This first one is from Victoria's Secret Pink. This is their vanilla lotion. This is top tier, y'all. I absolutely love this. I'm almost out, so I'll need to grab a new one soon, but I wear this almost every single time I wear this fragrance. If not, I wear another one, but this is my top one that I wear with that Afternoon Delight fragrance. I put it on last night. It smells so good. Afternoon Delight paired with this vanilla fragrance and then topped off with Fresh Vanilla Blossoms. Heaven. And then the other two lotions that pair really well are Eos Vanilla Cashmere and then Bourbon Strawberry and Vanilla from Bath & Body Works. Then jumping back to perfumes really quickly because I left this one out. Eilish from Billie Eilish. This one also pairs really well, and this is honestly one of my favorite ones to wear, especially in the fall time. So I cannot wait until it gets really cold outside and a lot cooler than it is now, so I can break this out and start wearing this again. Y'all, this is honestly pretty much done, if y'all can see that. I don't have a lot of juice left in this bottle, but I do have a backup ready and waiting to go. You guys, so those are my full thoughts on Afternoon Delight. If y'all have tried this fragrance out, let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear what y'all think because there has been so much back and forth, so I want to know what y'all think about it in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.